Welcome to today's masterclass, Parametric Design or AI, which one is best for me? Thank you for joining us today. Are you insecure about the difference between parametric design and artificial intelligence? How can these technologies transform your career in the construction industry? And which one aligns better with your professional needs? If so, you are in the right place. I'm Thaisa Figueroa, Institutional Engagement Manager here at Ziggurat. And for those of you who may not know us, Ziggurat is an online institution with over 20 years of experience in e-learning, and we provide master's and postgraduate courses in architecture, engineering, and tech management. And we are proud of our vibrant community of over 20,000 students from 120 different countries. Today's masterclass is connected to two of our programs, the postgraduate program in parametric design with visual programming in BIM, and the postgraduate program in artificial intelligence applied to construction. I would now like to invite my colleague, Jacira, the admission team manager, to share some insights about this course. Please, Jacira, and thank you.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Thaisa. I am Jacira Sarcos, Admissions Advisor at Ziggurat, and I'm here to tell you about our postgraduate programs. First, the number one, Parametric Design with Visual Programming in BIM, and the second one, Artificial Intelligence Applied to Constructions. A 4-month programs completely online with the Ziggurat methodology, that is to say, with live classes, and most importantly, with highly specialized and active teachers in the construction industry. The first of them, parametric design, has been designed for all those professionals in the construction sector interested in automating workflows through BIM-based programming. Through the 4 months and with a practical approach, you will develop competencies related to computer language as well as automation of repeatable tasks that will save you time and productivity, data value extraction and analysis, design exploration, and coding skills. So your models will be more consistent and accurate by conforming to predetermined requirements. We will achieve these goals by relying on visual programming language tools such as Revit Dynamo and Rhinos Grasshopper, and with the support of the textual programming platform, Python and Blender. So the second one, in the general terms, in the postgraduate course, Artificial Intelligence Applied to Construction, you will learn the keys and develop the skills that will help you to understand how to accelerate processes in your construction project, not only in the design, but also in manage, operate, maintain, and rehabilitate buildings. And vision boosting productivity, making informed decisions, and expanding your toolkit of solutions. In an era where the construction industry is being reshaped by innovation and technology, embarking on this learning journey is not merely an option, it is a necessity. The next editions of both courses will start on October 21st. So if you want to take that qualitative leap as a professional who dominates the languages that are redefining the construction sector and manage the technology with the best practices possible, do not lose time and requesting information of our postgraduate. Fill in the form that appears in our website using the code you have in the screen. So we will keep in touch as soon as possible. Okay, so then now I hope that you will enjoy these master classes. So then, Thaisa, thank you. Okay, now.
Thank you, Jacira.
Thank you. Thank you
very much.
Everybody. Good afternoon.
So as Jacira mentioned, you can feel free to scan the QR code here to explore the course details. And if you want more information, fill out the form and our team will be in touch with you. Okay, so here you can see the QR code for the programming, postgraduate program in parametric design with visual programming BIM, and here the postgraduate program in artificial intelligence. And now I'm really pleased to introduce our speaker for today, Rogério Lima, who is architect and urban planner, CEO of Domus Architecture and Consulting, director of the International Masters in BIM Management here, in Portuguese at Ziggurat, and professor in a lot of courses here in Ziggurat, and also is host of the BIM Versus channel on YouTube and Spotify. So in this session, Rogério will guide you through the key difference between parametric design and AI, answer your key questions, and help you determine which path aligns best with your professional goals. So for the attendees, please leave your comments and questions in the chat, and we will address them at the end of the session. So with that, I will hand over to Rogério to dive deeper into these topics, today's topics. Thank you, Rogério.
Thank you, Thaisa. Let's start. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depends on where you are. Thank you to be here with us to this master class about parametric design or AI. It's more about a question. It's more about doubts. And I will try to give you some points, some insights to guide you for some questions, so some answers. Okay. So which one is best for me? This is the main question that we would like to answer in this section. Which one is better for me? Parametric design or AI? Of course, everybody wants to put something in prompts and see a lot of things beautiful and so on. But in real life, it's not exactly like this. There are some points that we have to see here. Okay, so let's start to discuss a little bit about these two topics. To trying to answer this question, it's important to know what is parametric design and what is AI. Okay, let's start with parametric design. So there is a concept that tells us that parametric design is a design method with which features such as building elements, engineer components, and so on, are shaped based on an algorithm process rather than direct manipulation. I mean, if you model something in BIM software, for example, in Revit and ArchiCAD, you use some commands. For example, you use a wall to construct a wall. You use doors to put a door inside the wall. You can change something on these parameters and see the change directly in screen. For example, you change the height of the wall. Of course, the wall will change. So this is a process. This is a way to model, as the concept says to us, directly manipulation. You put your hands on the mouse and click directly in the command to create a wall, to create a floor, to create a stairs, whatever. So you create these things. When you work with parametric design, it's a little bit different. You need to create an algorithm, and this algorithm manipulate parameters. With this algorithm, you can manipulate parameters, and this process create a model, for example, or create a building element or some engineer component. Okay, so it's an indirect way to create a model, to create something. Okay, I think this is easy to understand because everybody sometimes sees Dynamo video or Grasshopper video, something someone's create a code and see the other side something modeling. But things start to be a little bit difficult to understand when you jump to another more deep in this concept. For example, when you try to generate things with parametric design. In this case, we'll call generative design. So we have generative AI that we'll talk a little bit soon. And now we have generative design. So little close. And what is generative design? In another word, it's a piece of a subfield of parametric design. So in this concept, it's an indirect method to design in which the designer is not concerned to solve a particular problem and in a specific context, but with defined method that makes possible to solve similar problems, a lot of problems, in different contexts using the same algorithm, the same logical. So you can create an algorithm that create, for example, a window. But the logical behind this can create a lot of windows, different kinds of windows, based on something, based on our sun, path, based on whatever, based on the painting. I can upload a painting from some artist, and the distribution for the windows in the facade could be based on this picture, for example. It's possible. A little bit crazy, but it's possible. Okay. So we can create things using a code, using algorithm, not just to create and change something specific in this project, but we can create a lot of designs, a lot of solutions with some similar problems to solve similar problems. So I'm generating, let them say, design. I'm generating design. Okay. So this is another concept. It's a part of parametric design. So try to see the big field, parametric design, and a little piece inside this called generative design. Okay. Why I would like to use it? Optimization solutions, because I can test some things and I can choose the better one. To generation of solution families, so I can see a lot of possibilities and I can select some of them, and to explore solutions, try to see what it's possible to do with this. Let's see. And this is interesting. This is not so interesting. I'd like this, I'd like that. So to explore solutions is very, very interesting. So there's some possibilities to create this. Some methods you can use to create a parametric design and a generative design. For example, shape grammar, evolutionary algorithm, cellular automate, self-organized, and so on. Okay, so several possibilities to create in a generative design, of course, and a parametric design. So, what is the features about parametric design? It's possible to customize platform. I mean, I would like to create a facade with this parameter, with this logical, so I code and I create it. I have control of the results, more control of the results. I don't like this. This window is a little bit strange. Let me change a little bit, and we have another possibility, more near that I would like to create it. So I can control. I have more control of the results. Of course, you need knowledge. You need to know how to code, of course. Okay. With visual programming, like Grasshopper, like Dynamo, as you can see in our course, postgraduate course, or Python, for example. You can improve Python inside the Grasshopper inside Dynamo to enhance your algorithm. Okay, this is one possibility. So it's not so easy for non-started guys, for example. Anyone who's never worked with visual programming or textual programming can do it, of course, but you can stay in our course, for example, to learn how to do this. It's not so easy to self-learning, for example. It's not too easy. It's possible, but it's not so easy. So we invite you to know our course because of this. And here we have an example. For example, this is a parking, okay? And I would like to, by input, I have the shape where the parking will be. So I would like to create a code, create an algorithm using parametric design, okay? It's not AI, just parametric design, to fit the site with the parking, with car spaces. So let's see the result. When you change the shape, the distribution of the parking changes automatically. Let's see. I can put some sites, some spaces with no parking, and you have a new distribution. Okay? Just parametric design. None here. We don't have AI. Just parametric design. Okay? It's a little example. And about AI, what is it? It's an area of computer science that is dedicated to develop the algorithm and system capable of simulating human cognitive process, excelling in learning, reasoning, and problem-solving tasks. A subfield of AI, we have generative AI. It's a kind of AI, okay? So it's a subfield of AI that focuses on creating new and original content, such as images, videos, tests, and so on, rather than just perform a specific test based on input. Of course, this is you must training this AI, this kind of AI, to create something. There's a good film. Let me see. The name is I forgot it. I Robot, I think. That Will Smith asked the robot, the man can painting, the man can play guitar, the man can do a lot of things, beautiful things. And the robot ask the AI, okay, it's a robot inside the AI. Inside the robot, there is a AI. Ask Will Smith, and you can. So okay, the mankind can do a lot of things, but not everyone do this. So it's important. It's a good conversation. It's a beautiful move. Uh, but it's important to training this AI to create something. It's not you don't buy it in some place and oh, I can do everything. It's not possible yet. So as I said, generative AI that you can see here, the bottom of the image, it's a part of artificial intelligence. So we have AI, inside this machine learning, neural networks, deep learning, and inside deep learning, generative AI, with a lot of kind of methods to create something. Okay, so this is important to put in the correct place. So there's some types. We have GANs, generative large models, such as ChatGPT, for example. Okay, it's a generative large language. We have imagine architectures. We have coherent neural networks, and a lot of things. Last month, I was creating architectural design. Okay, this is a project, a real project that I'm doing, and I was using an AI to explore solutions. I created a model. This is in the left side. It's a print screen. It's a screenshot from my modeler BIM modeler software. Okay, and I using an AI to explore solutions. So to explore how to it will be in render in with materials and so on. So I have a lot of possibilities, kind of 30 images from this building, and I make some changes and render again and change prompts and back to the model, change things. So this helped me to create something. It's not the AI doing something alone. I'm creating, but I'm using the AI to help me, like a Jarvis for an Iron Man. Okay, something like this. So, what we have about a generative AI? It's when you are talking about ready-made platforms, it's very easy to use. For example, if you are using ChatGPT, you open it and you type. Very, very simple. No problem with this. Because this kind of platform is already trained. You don't need to code anything. It's already trained with millions and millions of information. So it's very, very easy to use. So it's a level of users. For example, if you have somebody that know how to code, and if you want and know it's possible, okay, but you need a very, very large data set. This is a little bit problem about AI. You need a big, big, big data set with more information, more training, of course, more data, more efficient your AI will be. Okay, so this is I can say this is a problem, because if you want to create an AI, not just use, but you want to create with your specific points and topics, you want a very large data set. Okay, if you have in the market, great, just buy it, subscribe, and use it. Okay, but not everything is in the market. No? So, of course, you don't have control, a great control about the results. So it's more uncertainties. I don't know what, even put something in prompt, the result, it's not exactly what you want. Okay? Or worse, I like it so much, the facade. I like it so much, the image. It's great. But this door is not like I would like to put it. I would like to change just this door. Forget it. It's not possible yet. Okay? I'm saying something here that tomorrow can be completely different. Okay? So it's interesting to date this class. Okay. So it's difficult to control the results. Very difficult. In some platforms, it's impossible to do it. You need to mix a lot of platforms to fix some problems. For example, I can create an image from Veras and change something inside Photoshop with the AI inside the Photoshop. It's possible, but you must to work with several platforms. Okay, so you need a lot of data. It's a big data set. In this case, it's about ChatGPT. ChatGPT for 1 trillion of parameters. So it's a huge data set. Okay, it's important to trying to decide how to work with those, or parametric design or AI. It's interesting to try to ask these four topics, like a performance, environment, actors, and sensors. Something like what I would like to do, where I'm doing this, who will work with this software. If I'm doing something for myself, it's different that I'm doing some software to another architect works, or any architect works. It's very different. Okay, and how to use it. Okay, so try to answer those things. It's interesting to manage what I would like to create. So, examples. Here we have an work from a group. Just turn off the sound. From our course, Parametric Design and Programming in Beam. Those guys create a routine, an algorithm that create a building indirectly, creating a code to create a building. Use parametric design, in this case, parametric design. Okay, so here we have some results. I will jump a little bit to be more faster. Okay, here we have the code. Here's a grasshopper and some partial results. The code to put columns, for example, to put slabs, a lot of things. It's a very, very interesting. This is a partial result modeling. And after that, we have, sorry, the internet is not happening. More codes. You can see it. This is the grasshopper scream, okay? So the result, I will jump directly to the result. The final result is this. This is the Lucas, Otávio, Letícia, and Daniel. It was our student, okay? So this is the result. See it. Just everything that you see here, totally created by code. It's not AI, okay? It's parametric design, okay? So let's jump to another example. This is a platform called Architectures. In this case, you can choose where will be your design, your building, configure some aspects of this building, some features, and using AI, this platform uses AI, the platform can create the building, can create, see, architectural, structural, and MEP disciplines. You can choose change something because it's possible to create a RVT file at the end, and we have a lot of results from this platform. This platform uses AI. It's very, very hard, but very interesting. So this is how I'd like to show you. Here we have my contacts, email, and so on. So thank you to be here, and I would like to answer your questions.
Perfect. Thank you, Rogério. Let me come back with my presentation.
Okay.
Here. And let's go to the questions. So let's move to the Q&A, please. If you want to send some questions for Rogério, it's the time now. So we have a question here from Renata. She's questioning us about the if it's possible to use parametric design to optimize construction projects, workflows, and improve decision-making process.
Yeah, of course, it's possible because we have a kind of algorithm that we call evolutionary algorithm. In those kinds of algorithm, it's possible to fix some parameters, and the software will compare. We generate things, and after that, compare the best results. And after sometimes some generations that we call generations, have some generations we can choose the better ones.
Perfect. Rogério, we have a question from Al Sara. As a concept designer, which program fits well with me?
Wow, it depends. It depends what you would like to create and how do you want to create it. For example, in this case, I was showing you that the small building. Some guy asked me to create a building, and okay, let's try to solve this problem. I have the site, and I have some program like how many levels I would like to create, and points about the city hall and so on. So I create using the magnificent program that we call Pencil. It's an incredible tool that we have that I'm used to create this building. The distribution, okay, about the rooms distribution. Of course, I'm using this great tool, but to test uh, aesthetical, for example, aesthetical results, I use an AI. I'm modeling and use AI to see how can say if it was in right, if it was in black, if it was with wood and with glass, but then if I would like to put this with my hand, 1 month. If you like to do it in ArchiCAD or Revit, a month or some weeks, but in with AI, in few hours. So it depends what do you like, what do you want to do.
Okay. Thank you, Rogério. I have a question for you
Okay.
about the difference between these programs, our programs. Like, what are the main educational objectives of the parametric design course compared to the artificial intelligence course in the context of the construction for
Okay,
you?
great, good question. In terms of parametric design course, the main goals is to create your mindset to computational mindset, let's see. Okay, how can I code using Grasshopper, Dynamo, Python, or another ones? Okay, or another ones, because when you have this mindset, you can change the language and you able to create something. So the main goal is to change this mindset, to create the mindset, the computational mindset. And the second one is use this mindset to manipulate BIM model information, to manipulate IFCs. Okay, so this is the two topics I think it's more important. In terms of AI, it's a little bit different because here you won't focus on the code. So it's more than what kind of AI I can use to do this thing. And how can I use it? How can I train this to have this result? Less coding than parametric design, okay? But when we are using code, it's more hard. For example, it's a little bit hard. It's just a kind not usually it's Python, but we have less code than what we are using in parametric design. And the application, it's for design, for construction, it's a manager eyes. You can see this course with manager eyes. How can I use it to improve my work? I can use this. I can use that. I can use that. It's possible to choose with more consistent decision. You can have more consistent decision when do you know what is that tool and what this tool can provide you.
Perfect, Rogério. We have a question from Leah just right now. So both courses complement each other?
Exactly, Leah. 10 for you. Exactly. This is complement. You can start with parametric design and computation visual programming for BIM, and after that jump to AI. It's the the
It's the
better
best.
way.
Yeah.
It's the best. Okay.
And I don't know if maybe if the people don't send questions, I will be asking you questions, Rogério.
No
The
problem.
last one from me. What
Okay.
skills should professionals focus on to stay competitive in the involving landscape of AI and parametric designs in construction? What the key skills for you?
Yeah, the first one, it's this computational mindset. Okay, it's the first one. It's important to know how to code, but at the end, if you don't want to work with this, I mean, type in the code, for example, but it's important to know how to code to manage it, who is coding. Okay, so this is the base. I think this is the would be the main skill the next years.
Yeah, perfect. So Rogério, let's finish here. I want you to send a letter message for all the attendees before we close the session. So please feel free to let a message. Um, so we have a question, a last question from Joyce. Joyce is questioning us about what is the duration of the parametric design master. It's a course, a postgraduate program, and we got a duration of 4 months. Okay. And do you think AI applied to construction will affect every department in the process?
Yeah, I think AI will affect all the market in all the fields that we have. Uh, it's already happened, okay, but it will be more hard in the next years.
Yeah, we are just starting, I
Yeah,
think.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. So, Rogério, let us a message and we can finish.
Okay, thank you, everyone, to be here with us, and I ask you to see those possibilities, how to work with Parametric and with AI. As Leah said, it's a complement information, complement knowledge. So it's not one or another in terms of oppositive. It's where I starting with. I start with this or that. So it's not a positive. It's not, I will do AI, so I don't need to do the parameter design. It's not this way. It's how to use the first question is not to guide you to this answer, but in this project, what will be more important to use parametric design or AI? In this case, AI. Or, but in another case, parametric design. So you can use both of them in the same office. Okay. So because of that, it's important to know each other.
Perfect. Per Sorry, perfect, Rogério. Thank you. Thank you, Rogério, for everything. And thank you all for joining us today. We hope this session has clarified your questions, and we look forward to seeing you at your next event. So bye-bye, and thank you.